Well, good evening. Hope everyone's having a fine evening tonight. I'm trying to find myself here online. Okay. Just checking the sound. Hope everyone's having a fine evening tonight. Okay, I can hear it just fine. I'm trying to find myself here online. All right, so we are getting ready to do a quick live tonight. We're probably not going to be on here very long. I hadn't had a live in a couple weeks. First 2 weeks, very simple. We had Christmas and then New Year's. Then after that, there was some illnesses going around. Haven't been very much time to prepare, but I want to let you know that next week, we're really going to be getting into what we intended this to be. We're going to be discussing some things. Some of them might be a little bit challenging, and we're going to be doing a review next week of a video that I found online. Let me go ahead and give you a couple of heads up of what's going on right now. For those that are in the area, we are going to be discussing on Sunday the waters of decision, baptism, salvation, and the will to choose. And we're going to be using that as our sermon that morning. And even if we're not having full service, like let's say we get Snowmageddon and we are basically buried in here at 18 to 24 inches, which I doubt will happen. But if it does, hopefully you have some batteries and some warm clothes. We'll still do the sermon. If I can't even walk across a parking lot, I'll do it from here. This is our, we're building our theater room. There's our theater screen there in the back. And we can do a lot down here that we need. Also over in the office, we're getting that set up so we won't have to do it from the church office so much. Of course, if you have any questions or anything that you'd like to have answered, you can use liveopenstudy@gmail.com to send me those questions, and I can make sure I get those answered, hopefully on air if I can. If we have comments, I can do this. Never miss a comment. I can throw a comment up here on screen when we're doing our live so that you guys can see those comments as we go through. And we can make sure that we get everyone's comments taken care of, and hopefully in a timely manner. And what else do we got? Oh, and I'll show you a little bit about how next week is going to work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a video, and I'm going to share my screen. And when I share my screen here, it will let me do this. Okay, so here's the guy that we want to do a video on, and where he says it is theologically impossible to lose your salvation before the rapture. Now, there's a lot of things that are wrong in this just to begin with, talking about a loss of salvation. And then, of course, throwing in that term, the rapture, which doesn't actually appear anywhere in the scripture. We need to watch out for that because that's using terms and associated with the Bible that aren't there and concepts that aren't there. We can get into a lot of that next week. But when this happens, here's about how it will go. This is kind of a preview. I don't want to spoil too much, but that's the video we're going to be refuting next week. I hope you'll join me for that. Live comments are always welcome, even during the video broadcast, because if you guys have some questions and you need them answered, or you have discussion points you think that I've missed, we'll go through all those comments. We'll make sure that they get taken care of for you. So that's kind of how that's going to work. As that goes on, I'll be, like I said, going into the Bible. We'll have our Bible verses. We'll throw it on the screen so you can read them with us. And we'll do it all with an open Bible because this is live open Bible study as we go forward. So sorry, this is going to be a very short one this week. It's only about 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes long. But we'll get back on track next week. Not so hectic. We'll be totally prepared because right now, like I said, we're preparing for a snowstorm. We'll see how that goes. If we're getting one, if we're not getting one, if it is as bad as they say it is or it's not, but we'll find out. Anyway, hope you guys all have a blessed week. We'll see you next week. Oh, that's the last thing I forgot. 6 o'clock on Thursday, not 7 o'clock on Thursday. And that's Central Time. The reason we're moving it back to 6 is my wife and I are going to a class that's hosted by the Nashville School of Preaching about church planting and church growth to give us some extra help and ideas on how to further grow the congregation we're at. And if God so does desire, if we need to reach out from this congregation once we get to a certain level and plant another congregation somewhere in the extended areas, we need to know how to do that and get it running. So that's what we're going to start doing. We see that Ava's watching. Thank you so much, Ava. See, just show you there, watching. Love seeing that. Ava, we'll get more into this next week. I know we're not doing much tonight. If you are following along on the Red Hill Church of Christ Facebook page, we have a daily reading schedule for the Bible in chronological order that can take place every day. And I post on that every single day so that we know what we're reading next. Okay, so if you just go to the Red Hill Birdstown on Facebook, you can follow the link. I have one on my general Facebook page, but follow that so you can see what's going on with that. And hopefully you'll read the whole Bible with us this year too. So anyway, next week, 6 o'clock. That way we can be in time for our class at 7 o'clock. That's coming out of the Nashville School of Preaching. And we'll see you then.